Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am going to be very honest with you guys. My life has literally just shifted from being sort of kind of busy to like busy. So I have been really cultivating a balance, you guys. Like that is super important to me right now, which brings me to today's video. Today's video is honestly inspired by moments within building self into this self-made spectacle where you are in this energy of passion, that drive to, you know what, I'm doing this. And then as you go through these like different stages of doing this, I want this, and then 1 day pass, 2 day pass, 3 day pass, 4 day pass, and it's like, life, right? Life and its worries and the chaos of life just comes crashing on that passion. It's fizzling out that passion, excuse me. And what that does sometimes is that can put us in a place where we are scattered. Our energy is scattered, and because you're focusing and worrying about this and doing that and making this happen, right? Just different things in our reality, in our world. You really come to a point of unmotivatedness, overwhelmness, and you have certain habits that really constrain you. That just looks different for everyone, you know? Overwhelmness, stuck in certain habits, things that it looks different for everyone. But the fact remains that you feel these things. You're feeling these things. And again, this is what motivated me to do this video today, because you guys, yes, unmotivatedness comes with being overwhelmed by, perhaps how much, work is ahead. In my case, right? When you think about becoming self-made, it's like, dang, there is so much to do, right? Because there's nobody telling you, hey, do this or do that. Think about it this way, you guys. Like, when becoming self-made, you need to really focus on directed energy. Focus on directing your energy so that you can get the most out of that concentrated action with intention. You are my mirror, right? As I stated in the very first episode, and I really hope that my sound is better in this video. But in my previous video, I talked about how we are each other's mirrors. I am not the only person in this world that is on this self-made journey to becoming free, building my own legacy, where I am building a skill, I am building a brand, a business, etc., right? We have similarities that are going on within the both of our lives. That these are just things that I've noticed within my life, because I am such a self-reflective person. I have created my YouTube channel as a container for things that I have learned, things that I have realized, not only within myself, but within other beings. And within this container, there lies knowledge and awareness, self-taught things that leads to not only self-discovery, but bigger, better, which is what we're after. All right, and so, all right, guys. So the point is, right? The point is that I was super freaking unmotivated, right? Like, I was just unmotivated because I'm overwhelmed with the amount of work. Not only that, but I'm overwhelmed with just, again, balancing out life, okay? And I had a few days where I was just like down, and I needed to gather myself, collect my energy, and come back to a grounded space, okay? And I know for a fact that I am not the only one growing through these pains, these self-made pains. Yes, okay? So I'm fired up today, you guys, because not only have I been fired up for the past 3-4 days, because I did have a moment where I was feeling unmotivated, and that lasted for about like 2 days, and then like I forced myself out of that unmotivatedness only because, as I stated to you guys earlier, my life kind of shifted from being not so busy to like super busy, and so all of my energy was being honed into just being busy within a 9 to 5, and then after that it was like, okay, you know what, I have to separate energy that I give to my 9 to 5 versus energy that I give to myself, because we are building thyself, right? We're building thyself up from the ground, which means that we are not clocking in, quote unquote. However, we are technically shifting things because we are becoming aware of, just like in my first video, time is currency, okay? We are tapping into currency now. Energy is currency, time is currency, okay? So, again, directed energy. We're moving from chaos or just chaotic or scatteredness to directed action with intention. I am a true believer in time, okay? Within time, anything can be formed, anything can be molded, anything can be created, okay? And as I was journaling, and I am being a friend to myself, like, and I genuinely feel like being self-made also is focused on how firm you can stand. When I say that, I mean how firm can you stand on business. That is daily practice with what you intend to build. It does not matter that, yeah, you went to your 9 to 5 and you made what you needed to make just so you can pay your car note, your bill, whatever the case may be. Yes, that matters, but it does not matter because we are pushing limits here, right? We are creating a world, creating a reality that transcends all of that, right? That surpasses that. So because of that, we have to push past what we are seeing in our day-to-day and create space for what we want, for the bigger picture, okay? Which is something that I can say I have been doing consistently, aside from my unmotivated couple of days that I had, only because I just became busy due to me having a 9 to 5, which I'm very grateful for, because there is power within having a 9 to 5, guys, especially when you have a plan, you have intentions for that 9 to 5, and you know for a fact what you're going to use that 9 to 5 to pivot towards. You understand what I'm saying? So we must master discipline before we can reach success. We must master realistic discipline. If I'm being honest, we see these different videos about, oh, having a schedule, doing what you say you're going to do. But my perception on that, just backing off of that, is yes, all of those things is yes. But realistically, when you are starting to become disciplined, the real thing is being nice, being kind to your mind, to your body, and to yourself, right? Little is better than none. So pacing yourself is a must, okay? Sacrificing for greater destinations is a must. However, do not overwhelm yourself. Do not overwork yourself. We still have to rest, because rest equals a regulated nervous system, equals a regulated moods, right? So when we talk about regulation of moods, regulation of, again, physical body energy. Your body has limits. Your mind may not have as many limits as your body. But all I'm saying is that sometimes when it comes to getting motivated, you have to move your body. But when you are in this 9 to 5, some people, you might take public transportation. And I have been to those start points, right? I have started at those start points, literally, where your body is just so tired because when you get to work after you've already walked or already done what you needed to do to get there, that's if you are in a more humbling beginning than others. If you're not in those humbling beginnings, then you're still at work, you're still moving your body, emotions, and just the different waves of energy that is coming at you on a daily basis. It takes up energy from the body. And so with that being said, thou need thy rest. You need to rest, right? So yes, becoming disciplined is a huge factor to becoming successful. But do not overwork yourself. Do not overwhelm yourself, right? You want to treat each day, each cycle as if it is a present, because it is a present. So what that says to me is, it is extremely important that you do better than you did yesterday. You know more now, so you do better the next day, tomorrow. You don't know what tomorrow will bring. So if today you didn't have the opportunity to work on what you wanted to work on, it's okay. And yeah, tomorrow is not promised. So that's why you make sure before you go to bed, you list out things that you're grateful for. You guys, if listing out a whole list of things that I am extremely grateful for, okay? And so that in itself just calms all of my worries, bring the day to an end. You bring the day to an end with sitting in gratitude, with knowing that you are on your path to greatness. Your path looks different from your neighbor's path, your sister's path, your brother's path, your mom's, etc. Okay, guys? And so that brings me to the conclusion of what I wanted to say to myself. Again, as I stated, you are my mirror, you are my friend. I love you so much. I know that this was something that you needed as well. And again, with treating every day, every cycle as if it is a present, this literally builds strength. It builds fortitude. It builds armor. It builds armor. Okay? You cannot be fucked with. We are becoming unfuckwittable. Stop playing. Job, unfuckwittable. This chaos, unfuckwittable. Okay? No, dead eyes. That's how you gotta look at it. This is how I look at it. Overwhelmedness. I'm unfuckwittable. No. I'm gonna transmute being overwhelmed to say, you know what? Acknowledging how you feel gives you power to redirect that. You know what I mean, you guys? So, I love you so much. I did not want this video to be like super duper long. Okay? This is solely about consolidated, consistent action with intention. Directed energy towards action with intention. Okay, you guys? I love you so much. I love you so much. We are becoming self-made, and this is episode 2. See you guys later.